5th May 2022. Morning Murli, Shanti, BapDada, Madhupan. Sweet children, when you follow the Father Srimad, no one can cause you sorrow. Ravan is the one who causes you sorrow and difficulty, but he doesn't exist in your kingdom. Question: what do your children sacrifice into the sacrificial fire of knowledge? Answer: you don't sacrifice barley or sesame seeds into the sacrificial fire of knowledge. You have to sacrifice everything you have, including your bodies. That is, your intellects must forget everything. Only the Brahmins who remain pure can take care of the sacrificial fire. Those who became pure Brahmins are the ones who then became deities. Song: having found you, we have found everything. The earth and the sky all belong to us. Shanti. Children have to come to the Father. They definitely come when they have recognized Him and call Him Father. Otherwise, they cannot come here. Children understand that they are going to the unlimited incorporeal Father. His name is Shivbaba. He doesn't have a body of his own. No one can be his enemy. Here, when there is enmity, rulers get killed. Gandhi was killed because he had a body. The Father doesn't have a body of his own. Even if they tried to kill me, it means the death would be of the one whose body I entered. No one can kill or wound a soul. I give the fortune of the kingdom to the ones who recognize me accurately. No one can burn away the fortune of that kingdom, nor can it sink beneath the sea, no matter what the circumstances. Your children have come to claim your inheritance of the imperishable kingdom from the Father. There, no one can cause sorrow or create problems for anyone in the kingdom. There is no one who causes difficulties. Ravan is the one who causes problems. Ravan is shown with 10 heads. They show Ravan on his own. They don't show Mandodari, means Ravan's wife. They have simply said that she was Ravan's wife. Here, in the kingdom of Ravan, you can have difficulties. There is no Ravan. The Father is incorporeal. No one can kill or wound him. He makes you such that, although you have bodies, you cannot experience any sorrow. Therefore, you must follow the directions of such a Father. Baba alone is the ocean of knowledge. No one else can give this knowledge. He explains the essence of all the scriptures through Brahma. Brahma is Baba's child. It isn't that Brahma emerged from the navel of Vishnu. Even if you do speak of the navel, he emerges from the lotus-like navel of Shiv. You too emerge from the navel of Shiv. All the other pictures are wrong. Only the one Baba is righteous. Ravan makes you unrighteous. This is a play. Only you understand this play of when the kingdom of Ravan begins and how people gradually fall until they have fallen completely. No one is able to climb up. Those people who show a path to the Father lead you even further into the jungle because they neither know the way to the Father's home nor to heaven. All gurus are hot yogis who have renounced their homes. Baba doesn't make you leave your home. He says become pure. Kumars and Kumaris are pure. Draupadi's call out, Baba, save us. We want to become pure and go to the land of Krishna. Kumaris also call out, Baba, our parents are causing us distress and beating us, saying that we will definitely have to get married. Before Kumaris get married, the parents bow down to them. because they consider themselves to be impure and the Kumari to be pure. They call out, "O purifier, come." Baba now says Kumaris do not become impure. Otherwise, you will have to call out. You have to save yourselves. Baba has come to make you pure. He says, "I have come to give you your inheritance of the kingdom of heaven." Therefore, you have to become pure. If you become impure, you will die in a state of impurity. You will not be able to experience the happiness of heaven. There is a lot of pleasure in heaven. There are palaces studded with diamonds and jewels. The same Radhe and Krishna later became Lakshmi and Narayan. So there should be just as much love for Lakshmi and Narayan. Acha, people love Krishna, but why have they made Radhe disappear? They celebrate the birth of Krishna by rocking him in a cradle. Mothers love Krishna a great deal, but they do not love Radhe as much. Brahma, who is to become Krishna, is not worshipped as much either. They worship the world mother, means Jagadamba, a lot. She is Saraswati, the daughter of Brahma. Only in Ajmer is there a temple to Adidev Brahma. Mama is the goddess of knowledge. You understand that she is a Brahmin. She is not the first goddess of heaven. Nor does she have 8 arms. 8 arms are shown in her temple. The father says there is nothing but falsehood in the kingdom of Maya. Only the one Father, who is the truth, speaks the truth in order to change humans into deities. By listening to the stories from those physical Brahmins, you have reached a state. Death is now just ahead of you. Baba says when the tree reaches the state of total decay, it is then that I come at the end of the Iron Age, at the confluence of the cycles. I don't come in every age. I don't incarnate in a fish or a crocodile or a bird. I am not in every particle. You souls are not in every particle, and so how could I be? They say that human beings transmigrate into animals. There are so many species, you cannot even count them. The father says, I now explain right things to you. Now judge, it is right that there are 8.4 million birds, or is it false? How can there be anything true in this false world? Only the one is truthful. Only the Father comes and discriminates between truth and falsehood. Maya has made everyone false. The Father comes and makes everyone true. Now judge who is right. Are all your gurus right, or is the one Father right? The one righteous Baba establishes the righteous world. There nothing happens against the law. No one receives poisons there. You understand, we residents of Bharat were definitely deities. We have now become impure. People call out, "O purifier, come." Kings, queens, and subjects all are impure. And this is why they worship Lakshmi and Narayan. Pure kings existed in Bharat. Now that they have become impure, they worship pure ones. Baba now comes and makes you into the emperors and empresses. Therefore, you should make effort. There is no one with 8 arms. Lakshmi and Narayan only have 2 arms each. In the images, they have shown Narayan dark blue and Lakshmi fair. How can one be pure and the other impure? So the pictures are false. The father explains both Radha and Krishna were beautiful. Then by sitting on the pyre of lust, both became ugly. One of them cannot be ugly and the other one beautiful. Krishna is known as Sham Sundar, means ugly and beautiful. Why do they not call Radhe Sham Sundar? Why is there this difference? A couple should be the same. You are now sitting on the pyre of knowledge, so why do you go and sit on the pyre of lust? Make your children make this effort. We are sitting on the pyre of knowledge, then Why do you want to sit on the pyre of lust? If the husband takes knowledge and the wife doesn't, it creates a quarrel. There are many obstacles to the sacrificial fire. This knowledge is so vast. The sacrificial fire of Rudra began at the time that Baba first came. You cannot become deities unless you become Brahmins. In order to change from an impure Shudra into a pure deity, you have to become a Brahmin. It is Brahmins who take care of a sacrificial fire. You have to become pure and the sacrificial fire. However, you do not have to collect barley, sesame, seeds, etc. like other people. People create a sacrificial fire at a time of difficulty. The belief that God also created such a sacrificial fire. The Father says, this is the sacrificial fire of knowledge in which you make a sacrifice. You have to sacrifice everything, including your body. You do not need to put money, etc. into it. You sacrifice everything into this. There is also a story about this. Daksh Prajapita created a sacrificial fire. There is only one Prajapita Brahma. So where did Daksh Prajapita come from? The father creates this sacrificial fire through Prajapita Brahma. All of you are Brahmins and you receive the inheritance from the grandfather. You say that you have come to shivbaba through Brahma. This is Shivbaba's post office. When you write a letter, you write to shivbaba through Brahma. Baba recites and thus one. All of those Brahmins are studying knowledge and yoga in order to become pure. You do not say that we are not impure. We are impure, but the purifier is making us pure. None of those human beings is pure, which is why they go to bath in the Ganges. You now know that only Baba, the Sadguru, purifies us. His Srimad is children. Connect your intellects in yoga to me alone. If you want, you can go to those gurus or you can follow my directions. Make your judgments. Yours is only the one Father, Teacher, and Sadguru. The unlimited Father says to all human beings, become soul conscious. Deities are soul conscious. No one here has this knowledge. Sannyasis say that each soul is the supreme soul. That soul merged into the Brahma element. By listening to such things, you have become so unhappy and impure. Corrupt ones are those who are born through poison. In the kingdom of Ravan, everyone performs corrupt actions. The Father then has to come to make you into beautiful flowers. He only comes into Bharat. The Father says, I teach you knowledge and yoga. 5,000 years ago, I taught you this and made you into the masters of heaven. And I am making you that once again. I continue to come every cycle. There is no beginning or end to this. The cycle keeps rotating. There is no question of annihilation. At this time, your children fill your aprons with these imperishable jewels of knowledge. They say that shivbaba is the one who fills their aprons. That is, he blows the conch shell and fills our aprons. The knowledge stays in your intellects. Souls are filled with sanskars. It is souls who study and become engineers or barristers. Now what will you souls become? You say, Baba, we will claim our inheritance and become Lakshmi and Narayan. Souls definitely take rebirth. These things require understanding. Just whisper a couple of words into the ear of someone. You are a soul. Remember shivbaba and you will receive the kingdom of heaven. It's so easy. Only the one Father tells the truth. He grants salvation to everyone. All other tell lies and bring about degradation. All of the scriptures, etc., were created later on. There is only the one scripture of Bharat, and it is the Gita. People say that they have continued since time immemorial. But since when? They think the world has continued for hundreds of thousands of years. Acha, your children bring grapes for Baba. Your children bring them, and you are the ones who eat them. I don't eat them. I'm Abhokta, means beyond experiencing fruit of action. I built palaces for you in the golden age. Here too, I gave you new palaces to stay in. I only stay in an old one. That Baba is wonderful. He is the father as well as the guest. If I were to go to Bombay, they would call me a guest. That one is the greatest guest in the entire world. It doesn't take him long to come and go. He is the wonderful guest. The resident of the faraway land has come into the foreign land. Therefore, he is the guest. He comes to make you into beautiful flowers, to give you your inheritance, and to change you from shells into the diamonds. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, imbibe the imperishable jewels of knowledge and blow the conch shell. Give everyone the jewels of knowledge. Second point, understand the difference between truth and falsehood and follow the truth. Do not perform any action against the law. Blessing. May you be constantly powerful and finish all vast by keeping your intellect busy. Explanation. Those who use the method of keeping their intellects busy become constantly powerful. The easy way to finish all vast and to become powerful is to be constantly busy. Therefore, just as you make your physical timetable for the day every morning, also make a timetable for keeping your intellect busy. At this time, I will keep this powerful thought in my intellect and finish all best. If you are busy, I will go away from afar. Slogan. In order to forget the world of sorrow, remain constantly lost in love of God. Om Shanti